In this video today, I am going to be showing you guys the best center builds in NBA 2K26. If you guys enjoy this video, drop a like, turn on post notifications, and subscribe. Let me know if you guys are enjoying Season 2 so far. Me personally, I'm not going to lie, it's not too bad, honestly. It's really not too bad, alright? But drop a like on this video, and let's just get straight into it. Alright, so for this first build, obviously, you guys are going to want to go center, okay? The height you guys are going to want to go is 6'7", alright? And then you guys are going to go 270 pounds for the weight. Alright, this is like a popper build. Popper / lockdown type of build. Alright, you guys are going to want to go 7'1" wingspan. Alright, and for the heavy hitting stats, you guys are going to get an 81 standing dunk on this build. Alright, and then you guys are going to have a 72 drive and dunk. Alright, you're going to have a 60 drive and layup. Okay, and then just keep your close shot at a 75. Put your post control to a 58. I'm not going to lie. Your three-pointer is going to be an 80. Okay, so just put that on 3-point, 80 3-point. Alright. And then you guys are going to want to make sure that you guys, you know what I'm saying, put your perimeter to an 87. All right, put your perimeter to an 87. Boom, just like that. Your steal you're going to put to an 87 as well. And then you guys are going to want to put your block to a 76 so you guys can get that, you know what I'm saying, paint patroller. All right. And then your interior is going to be a 70. Like I said, this is like a lockdown popper type of build. You're going to get a 93 D board. All right, so that's going to be a W for sure. And then you guys are also going to get an 85 offensive rebound. Alright. Then your speed is going to be an 87. Okay. So you guys are going to be able to go crazy moving around on this build. You're going to get a 77 agility. You guys are going to get a 91 strength on this build. Alright. So it's going to be insane. And then your vertical is going to be a 90. Alright. So that's insane. You guys get legend pogo stick. You guys get silver rise up. You guys are going to be able to get gold brick wall, gold immovable. You guys are going to be able to go crazy moving around on the court. You're going to be able to get legend box out beast. All right, if you just literally max +2 your box out beast. All right, you guys are also going to get silver on ball, silver challenger, which you can max +1 those to gold. You guys are also going to be able to get paint patroller on bronze, which you can also max +1. All right, your steal you're going to get gold interceptor and silver glove. All right, and then the 83 pointer is going to be very good as well, which you can cap break this to, you know. Honestly, there's no point of cap breaking this, but yeah, man. You guys can probably cap break your standing dunk, though, to get it higher, so that you guys are actually able to, you know what I'm saying, dunk better. But this is definitely a very good build. Now, obviously, your pass accuracy is low, so you're going to put that to a 50, but this is more of like a 2s, kind of 3s, popper build. All right, obviously, you're not going to be passing the ball that much on this build. All right, but this is the build you guys are going to want to make right here. So this is definitely a very good 6-7 build. And I definitely recommend making this build if you guys are playing 2s, 3s. You guys could even play this on the 5. So this is definitely a very good popper build. So make sure you guys make it. So the next build that I'm going to give you guys is an inside build that you guys are going to actually cap break the 3-2. Alright, so first of all, you're going to get an 89 standing dunk, which obviously is going to be very good. Okay, and then you guys are also going to get a 79 close shot. Alright, and then you guys are basically just going to want to make sure that you guys keep your 3-pointer at a 25 because you can actually cap break this. And then your pass accuracy is going to be a 92. All right, so you guys are going to be able to get Hall of Fame dimer, but you can literally max +1 it. All right, 65 ball handle. Okay, you guys are going to get 50 speed with ball. All right, and then your perimeter is going to be an 84. I know it's kind of low, but it's for a reason because I'm going to show you guys why. 84 perimeter, that's actually not that bad for a center actually. Steals 81, so you guys are still going to get silver interceptor and silver glove. You're going to get a 78 block. So you guys can get paint patroller on bronze. And then your interior is going to be a 74. Alright. And then your D board is going to be a 90. Alright. So that's a W right there. Okay. Then you guys are going to get a 94 offensive rebound. So you guys are going to be snagging on this build. Alright. You're going to get legend box out beast without even having to max +2 it. You can literally just max +1 it. And then your speed is going to be an 80 on this build. So that's going to be very, very good. Especially because you're a little bit taller than the last build. Your agility is going to be a 70. And then your strength is going to be a 94, which is just insane, bro. You guys are also going to get an 89 vertical, so you're going to be able to jump out the gym, bro. So make sure that you guys make this build. You guys get legend pogo stick. You guys are going to be able to get immovable and brick wall on gold. You guys are going to be able to run around fast enough to actually recover from screens and stuff. You're going to be able to snag. You're going to be able to play defense. Like, there's nothing this build can't do. And then you can literally cap break your 3 all the way up, all right? And literally just get that up as much as you need it to be. And then you get an 89 standing dunk. You guys get a 75 driving dunk. Alright. And boom. This is just the build you guys are going to want to make if you guys want more of a, you know what I'm saying, inside center build. But then you can literally cap break the 3. I'm telling you right now, definitely a very good build. Alright. So make sure that you guys make this build. Alright, so the next build is going to be a 7-footer. Alright, and I'm trying to give you guys the most balanced builds possible. You're going to want to change the weight to 248. Alright, and then your wingspan is going to be 7'3". Now let me just reset this real quick so I can show you guys how to make it. Alright, so you're going to go 88 standing dunk. Alright, so make sure that's 88. Okay, and then you guys are going to want to make sure that you guys put your driving dunk to a 73. Okay, boom, just like that. Then you guys are also going to get an 81 close shot. Okay, and then also your post control, just put that to a 61. That's the finishing right there. Alright, and then your three-pointer is going to be an 83. Okay, so boom, 83 three-pointer. You're going to get some really good jump shot bases. You're going to get an 86 mid-range on this build. Alright, you guys are going to want to make sure that you guys put your pass accuracy to an 82. Alright, boom, just like this. Very simple. Alright, and then you guys are going to want to put your interior to an 82. Okay, that's what you guys are going to want to do. Alright, and then you guys are going to want to basically put your block to a 84. And like I said, this is a 7-footer, so you guys don't really need perimeter and steal in this build because you're more of a big. You're like the 5. So another thing that's crazy about this build, okay, is you guys get a 94 offensive rebound. Alright, and then to top it off, you guys are going to get a 94 defensive rebound, bro. So you guys are going to be able to get 99 D board and have a 94 O board. You guys are going to have a 69 speed on this build, which is going to be a W, definitely for sure for a footer. You're going to have the 57 agility. Alright, you guys are going to have a 91 strength on this build. So you're going to be able to sit big bodies. You're going to be able to, you know what I'm saying, get stops. You're going to have an 80 vertical as well on this build. So personally, bro, I think this build's a W. Like, it's actually very good. And I definitely recommend making this build. Alright, you could put the rest on free throw if you want to have a 72 free throw for rec. But you guys can, honestly, you can cap break your block. Or you know what, you can actually just cap break your offensive rebound to a 95 and then cap break your D board to actually a 99. That's what I'd personally do. So make sure that you guys do that with 6 cap breakers. If you don't have 6 cap breakers, just put all your cap breakers that you do have. Say you have like 3, just put it on your D board. Alright, and then this is obviously just a very good build. Like, you guys are gonna get gold rebound chaser, you guys are gonna get Hall of Fame box out beast, and then once you get it to 99, you're gonna have legend box out beast. Alright, you guys get gold brick wall. You guys are going to be able to get silver shooting badges pretty much. You don't need shifty shooter because you're not going to be fading anymore. Alright, and then you guys are going to get silver rise up, which you can max +1 to gold. Okay, so this is definitely a very all-around build. The only thing that it lacks is perimeter and steal. But you're not really going to be guarding the perimeter or getting any steals because you're going to be basically playing in the paint most of the time. Alright, so I'll definitely recommend this for, you know, just basically rec and threes, to be honest with you. But yeah, so this is definitely a very good 7-footer build. So this next build that I'm going to show you guys is actually my 7-4 build that I actually made. And to be honest with you, bro, it's actually very good. It's good for starting 5 if you're trying to rep up. It's good for rec. And it's just it's an ISO build. It's an ISO center build. So I literally play 1s on this build. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. You can play 2s on this build too. You are a little slow. So I'd probably stick to 3s and 5s. But definitely recommend this build. You guys are going to want to go center, 7'4", 230, and then 7'4" wingspan. And then these are the stats right here. You guys are going to get an 81 driving dunk. You guys are going to be able to get a 99 post control. So this is kind of like a post scorer build. You guys also get an 89 three-pointer, 88 midi. You guys get a 65 ball handle, 87 pass act. You guys are going to be able to get a 76 interior, so you'll still get silver paint patroller. You get an 84 block, which you guys can actually cap break and get it to a 93, so you guys can get gold paint patroller. And then you guys also get a 62 speed, a 79 strength. This is more of an ISO build, so obviously you're going to want to cap break post control to a 99, so you guys have that. Alright, and then with the midi, it's going to be insane, so definitely make sure you guys cap break this. Definitely make this build, I'm not going to lie. It's actually very good, and it's very easy to shoot on. Like, you can shoot over everybody with this build. It does lack a little bit of defense, but that's why I kind of showed you guys them 6'9 builds, that 6'7 build, because that's more of like a defensive build. These are more kind of offense based, the last 2 that I actually showed you guys. But obviously you guys are going to want to rebound on this build. But yeah, you guys could personally, if you guys really want to, you guys can lower the post control if you really want to. You can put it on an 86, and then you guys could put the rest on block, like that, and then you can get a 92 block and then just cap break it to a 93 so you can get paint patroller on gold. That's what I would personally do, because I really don't use the post control that much. But if you really want to post score, if you want to play the 1s on this build, then this is definitely a very good build to make. Alright, so make sure that you guys just, you know what I'm saying, get that 94 post control. And yeah, so definitely make sure you guys make this build, because I've scored literally, I kid you not, like 50 to 60 points in the rec with this multiple times. and it's just a very good 7-4 build. So definitely make sure that you guys make this build because it's actually insane. Alright, so the last and final build that I'm going to be showing you guys is kind of like a playmaking glass cleaner build. Alright, so you're going to want to go power forward as a position, 6'8 is the height, 260 as the weight, 7'2 as the wingspan. Alright, so let me just take this out real quick. And then you guys are going to basically, this is mostly going to be an ISO build, I'm not going to lie. It's like an ISO center type of thing. You guys are going to want to go 86 ball handle, 84 pass accuracy. Alright, make sure that you guys do that, okay? And you guys are going to get a 76 3-pointer. I know it's low, but I'm going to be honest with you. You got to sacrifice, all right? You got to sacrifice because you guys are going to be able to get some really good key stats that are going to help you. You're going to get an 85 perimeter, okay? You guys also get an 86 ball handle on this build, all right? And then you guys also get a 73 steal, which is going to be good enough to get you guys silver interceptor and bronze glove. You guys are going to get an 84 block on this build as well, so you guys are going to get really good block animations. You're going to get a 74 interior, okay? And then also, you guys get an 80 offensive rebound, which is going to be very good on this build, and also a 94 defensive rebound, okay? Now, you also get an 82 speed on this build. You guys also get a 76 agility, all right? And then your strength is going to be a 90, so you're going to be able to get legend brick wall with a max +1. Or Hall of Fame brick wall with a max +2. And then your vertical is going to be an 83, okay? So you guys can actually cap break your 3-pointer if you really want to get it to like an 80. Or you guys can cap break your driving dunk, honestly. I probably would do driving dunk. That's just me personally. But yeah, so if you could shoot good with a 76, I know people that shoot really good with 76 3-pointers. So it's just all about the jump shot. I'm not going to lie, and just, you know, getting the timing down. You guys also get a 75 speed with ball in this build as well. But obviously this is more of like an ISO center build. So I just wanted to throw this in here because a lot of people probably like these type of, you know, ISO centers because they're easy to get around 7-4s and easy to get around just centers in general. Especially if you have a small guard on your, you know, you're going to get literally Hall of Fame strong handle. You guys are going to get silver playmaking badges. You guys are literally going to get gold immovable. You guys are going to be able to get box out beats on Hall of Fame, rebound chaser on gold. You guys are going to get brick wall on silver. You know what I'm saying? It's just a very good build. You guys get bronze shooting badges, but if you're wide open, I'm not going to lie, and you cap break this 3-pointer, you guys are going to be able to actually, you know what I'm saying, go crazy. I personally, if I had enough cap breakers, say I had like 10 cap breakers, I would put some on driving dunk and some on my 3-pointer, all right? Or you could put some on standing dunk instead of driving dunk, but I personally would just do driving dunk, alright? And the crazy thing that you guys can actually get is lightning launch on Hall of Fame on this build as well, so that's going to be very good. But I'd even, if you wanted to, you could just put driving layup to 81. You could cap break that to that. And then you guys can get gold handles for days. You guys can get literally Hall of Fame challenger, legend brick wall. You guys can get legend pogo stick, Hall of Fame movable enforcer, all with your max +1s and max +2s, alright? And then you guys also get, you know, set shot specialist on gold. Alright, so that's going to be a W, or on silver I meant. And then you guys can get gold dead-eye with another max +2. So this is definitely a very good build to make. Alright, so I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure that you guys drop a like and subscribe for more build videos. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I tried to give you guys a balance of different center builds. I gave you guys that ISO build. I gave you guys a 7-4. I gave you guys a couple popper builds. I gave you guys an inside build. So I tried to give you guys as many as I thought, you know, would help. And I hope this video did help everybody. But yeah, thank you guys for your recent support. I appreciate you guys so much. And I'll see you guys in the next video.